Hey everybody, I'm Justin with AmericanMuscle.com, and this is my detailed review and dyno test of the C&L cold air intake and VMP tune combo, available for your 11 to 14 Mustang GT. The C&L VMP combination is going to be for the S197 GT owners out there looking to add the most power possible for south of $1,000 short of using nitrous. Now, this is going to be the safest way to add the most bang for your buck using two relatively simple and easy to install modifications, and oftentimes this is going to be the way people start when the desire for more power sets in. Now, speaking of the gains, let's break down the numbers from the C&L and VMP combination first before I start getting into the intake and tune. We already have our baseline numbers in the books from earlier today. We installed the C&L, we uploaded the VMP 93 octane tune, reran our 2011 automatic GT, and here are the results. Baseline run using our 2011 automatic GT gave us 342 horsepower and 323 pound-feet of torque at the rear wheels. With the C&L VMP combination, the car is now making 372 horsepower and 358 pound-feet of torque. That's good for a peak gain of 30 horsepower over those baseline numbers, and gains of as much as 33 horsepower and 42 pound-feet of torque under the curve. All right guys, this is what you want to see when you install a couple of parts, right? This thing picked up everywhere. We got big gains down low with torque, big high-end gains with horsepower. I mean, for a couple of mods, an hour's worth of your time, this is the results you're looking for. So now that you know a little bit more about the numbers, let's get into some of the details with this kit. First, let's start with the C&L. Now, obviously a very popular intake here on the site if you check out some of the customer reviews, and one that's going to be priced competitively with most of the other aftermarket options here at AM. So with that said, why would you want to go with the C&L? Well, C&L has a long history in the Mustang community and has produced a wide variety of induction parts for the Mustang for well over 20 years now, all of which are designed, built, and tested in the USA. Breaking down some of the specifics with the C&L, here's what you're going to be looking at, guys. Rotomolded plastic intake tube, 95mm aluminum mass airflow housing, the reusable oiled high flow filter. Again, you can wash this thing, reuse it. It's going to save you some money in the long run. And finally, C&L includes this ABS plastic heat shield. Now, even though this heat shield is a little simple by design compared to some of your other options here on the site, there is one thing I really do enjoy about this heat shield, and that's this little plastic overhang here. Now, this is going to do an excellent job of keeping water from dripping through those 13 and 14 hood vents onto the actual filter itself, so big thumbs up for me on that. All that aside, C&L is a company that truly puts their flow bench to work. Now, as I mentioned earlier, they test their designs over and over again, and by the time they finally nailed their S197 GT intake, they managed to squeeze an additional 47% more airflow out of this design compared to the factory airbox. Now, that's very impressive, and those are results you're going to see on the dyno, on the street, and at the track. So now that you guys know a little bit more about the C&L cold air intake, let's talk about the second part of the equation, the VMP custom tune. I think you'll find the VMP tune to be the more premium option available here at AmericanMuscle.com. The price is certainly going to reflect that, but it's going to be a more polished or refined product in regards to overall reliability and drivability, and also power, as we already saw with our dyno results. Now, you are going to be receiving 3 tunes written by VMP, a low, medium, and high octane tune, depending on what kind of fuel you have available in your area, along with one single data log revision if necessary. Now again, guys, these tunes are written directly by VMP. VMP is going to email you the tunes for an easy upload onto the X4 device that you're going to be receiving from us here at AM. The X4 Flash Tuner is going to be the workhorse of the aftermarket tuning world. It's definitely one of the most popular handheld tuning devices here at AmericanMuscle.com, but it's also going to be one of the most user-friendly, and it's packed with a bunch of cool features in addition to the main duty of tuning your ride. Probably the coolest feature with the X4, guys, is the on-screen gauges and data logging. Now, this thing is a full-time monitoring device, basically reading and displaying a bunch of useful information from your car's OBD2 port all in real time. Things like air-fuel ratio, intake air temperature, coolant temperature, ignition timing, RPM, the list goes on. Believe me, this thing can display a bunch of stuff. Now, all this information is fully customizable when it comes to layout. You can display up to 8 different values at one time on the X4, all very easy to see on the backlit full-color LCD screen. Other notable features with the X4 include the ability to hold up to 10 custom tunes at one time, and it can be used as your diagnostic tool with your S197, reading and clearing those check engine lights easily and quickly with your ride. Now, when you do flash your car with the X4 for the first time, it's going to store a carbon copy of your factory PCM. Basically, what this means is whenever you wish to return your car back to stock, the X4 can handle that for you with a simple touch of a button. Obviously guys, we've got a few things going on here in regards to install. Let's start with the CNL first. Now, removing your factory intake and getting the new CNL installed will be pretty simple stuff really. Take you about 20 to 30 minutes and only is going to involve a basic socket set, a few screwdrivers, a pair of pliers, and a Torx tool to remove your mass airflow sensor from the factory intake. Again, very straightforward install here. You shouldn't have any problems whatsoever. Moving on to the tune, even easier. This is a total plug and play job, guys. You're gonna wanna plug this thing into your car's OBD2 port. On the S197, you'll find it on the lower left-hand portion of the dash. After it powers on, go ahead and navigate to the Program Vehicle tab, follow the menu on the screen, and you should be good to go in a few minutes there. So again, overall guys, a very, very simple package to install. Anybody can do this one. I'll call it a simple 1 out of 3 wrenches on my overall scale of difficulty, and the whole package will take you roughly an hour from start to finish. Wrapping this one up guys, the CNL intake is gonna be a solid option for your S197 GT, and when paired with that VMP custom tuning option, it's going to provide some excellent power gains along with a big improvement in your overall drivability. So be sure to learn more about this particular combination right here at AmericanMuscle.com.